Alrighty, this is TART 25, class 31047. My name is David Cebreros.
My name is Christian Leon.
My name's Adelia Villasenor.
My name is Luna Navarro.
And my name is Damian Vela.
All right, so we're gonna discuss. Of course, we did get left instructions and everything, so we're gonna go ahead and discuss the play. So, just to begin, does anyone have any thoughts on the play or anything like that?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was funny.
I also thought it was funny. I thought it was pretty lighthearted as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, for something really dark, it was
Definitely.
actually really like kind of fun in a sense.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
could have won
and
their moment.
And I like Dungeons and Dragons as well, so I thought that was really cool.
No, yeah, I played
Yeah.
Dungeons and Dragons here and there, so that's why I it was a lot easier to connect to.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
Same here.
Wait,
The
it's an
ending
actual
caught me
game?
off guard.
Yeah, so
Oh, I didn't know
yeah.
that. I thought
No,
it was
yeah.
something she actually made up.
No, they have this whole like community and everything like that. Basically, they have like a whole community, and there's a lot of gatherings and stuff like that. Only times I've actually played Dungeons and Dragons was like with a couple of friends though.
Oh, that's cool.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It's really fun. If you ever get the chance, I probably wouldn't shy away from it. I'd give it a try. Like some
What was
people
your
might.
character?
My character?
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Yeah.
Huh?
I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. My character was a dragonborn.
Oh, that's cool.
Dragonborn. Oh, that's cool actually, yeah.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for like the whole thief kind of like that whole story deal.
Yeah.
I've only played like at least once, and I'm DMing one session, like one campaign as well, so that's fun.
I've played like 3 times, and I can tell you, I can't DM. Like, there's no way I'll be able to DM. Like, especially like how we see like in the story and stuff like that. Like, I guess you could say like people who are in the game, like they're really creative, but not me. Like I can't DM like that. I can't think on the spot like that.
Listen,
Right.
all I learned from DMing is that I just gotta stay on my toes and make anything up along the way. Just know that's what DMs are basically doing.
Jesus, no, it's like stressful. I don't know. I don't know. But I mean, you definitely see that throughout the play and stuff like that, right? Like,
Yeah.
they're here and there, they're just throwing something
Oh
in,
yeah,
right?
definitely.
Yeah, and people are just improvising. It's not like on a script or anything. It's like a real life D&D session where the DM will just throw something at you, and it's just up to you to do something.
Like his
Exactly.
whole bit where he tried to have them kiss.
Oh yeah.
That was hilarious.
Oh yeah.
I like the part where they turned her boyfriend into the slime.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
And then they kept killing Steve.
Oh, Steve, not
Poor
Steve.
Steve.
I thought the part where the boyfriend thought that the girlfriend was cheating on her.
Oh, the whole misunderstanding.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Yeah, and the way he kept describing himself as DM Biggie. I think that's what his
Yeah.
name
Oh
was.
yeah.
I
That was
think
funny though.
my absolute favorite part out of the entirety of the thing. Oh, I have two. It's where they meet like the big red demon. He's just like sitting down watching Friends and stuff like that.
Yes,
Oh
the
yeah,
Friends part.
And
And then how he traded her soul for the
oh
TV.
yeah. And then my second favorite part is when I forgot her name. And I know it started with the A, didn't it? The protagonist?
Agnes?
Agnes, yeah.
Yeah.
When she first had her battle with the bugbears. If you guys remember
Oh
that.
yeah. Yeah, when they
Yeah,
came
I
up on her
yeah.
during her meeting with the counselor, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
I like that because what's it called? It does really show like that aspect to like new players, like they accidentally like waste a turn when they like don't mean to and stuff
Oh
like that.
yeah. Uh-huh. Agnes the ass-hatted.
Her official title, I love it.
And they followed through to that like, whole story. Even at the end with the narrative thing, Agnes the outside is crazy.
For real.
But besides that, aside from the play, um, what did you guys think of like the characters individually? Like, who would you call like your favorite or anything?
My favorite would be Vera, the school counselor.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
She was funny.
No,
Also,
I
oh, sorry.
I had to give it to Steve to be honest.
Steve is a real one, yeah.
Or Steve.
No, yeah, Steve would have to be one of my favorites as well.
What's the younger sister's name again? If anyone can remind
uh,
me.
Tilly?
Tilly.
Tilly, yeah.
Tilly, yeah. I liked Tilly. I liked her unfolding and how her relationship with her sister kind of unfolded even though she wasn't there. It's progressed and
Yeah.
she learned and all that. She kind of invited her into her world
Mm-hmm.
in a way.
Right.
No, yeah, and you definitely see that. I guess this is kind of going to our next question. Like, what do we think of the end? It kind of goes leaning towards the end, right? Where like they have this whole like discussion, Agnes and Tilly. What in reality, it's in the game, but at the same time, it could also be said they're like talking to one another.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
That one had me
Yeah.
tugging at my like heartstrings. That one kind of sucked to me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. Surprisingly too. I didn't really think this would get to me, but it was sadder than I thought. It made me feel something.
Yeah.
and I think that's really and the idea that they bring up. That's really like a good theme to go off of. Is
Mhm.
memories are very big, and really what D&D is just like she describes it. It's all a story, and
Yeah.
within that story, people live on. Even like Tilly, where she was even able to create like a whole like session for Agnes and stuff like that.
Definitely.
It was very sad. I'm not gonna lie. I was actually really bummed out when I finished that play.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
kind of wish it was longer.
Mhm.
Yeah, it felt really fast when I was like reading it.
Mm-hmm. I
Mhm.
know. I agree. The way they took out Vera, but not the real Vera, the Vera in Story with the ugly eye.
The ugly eye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that happened way too fast, but
Yeah,
I guess they had to wrap it up.
I guess that's
Yeah.
true. I well, what did you guys think? Well, I don't know, cause like I guess it was like in the story at least, right? Where Chuck says uh the final fight, Agnes versus the dragon, right?
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
Tiamat or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know,
exactly.
but
Yeah.
what did you guys think? Like, there wasn't even dialogue throughout the story and everything like that, but you just see like
Like envision it basically.
basically, yeah.
Yeah, dramatic. I envisioned the scene. It looks dramatic. It's suspenseful, plot twist.
No, yeah. Like I can imagine like Vera, like kind of like not Vera, but Agnes. Was it? Wait, was it? I'm forgetting now.
Agnes. Yeah.
Agnes.
There we go, Agnes. Uh, I read the whole play. I still forgot her name. That's so good. But
All right. I'm not good with names
but
either.
uh, I could just like envision Agnes using all like the skills she learned over like the course of the campaign, using it against the dragon Tiamat and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I imagine like the way she like fought the dragon. I have you guys ever seen Demon Slayer?
I
Yeah.
have, yes.
Yeah, so like how like they have like the markings when like they swing their sword, even though apparently it's not canon to the story. I imagine like a bunch of like fire and flames as
Hmm.
she's like fighting the dragon.
Yeah, they described it really nice, the fight.
Yeah.
And then
I
it's
think my imagination added a little more to it, like you said, like Demon Slayer. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was
yeah,
cool.
it's really well complemented from like the cover. If you look at the cover again,
All right, I didn't notice that.
shows like that whole ending of the fight and everything like that. And then like going off of that, you like at first I was thinking like when I first read that, I was like, oh, this fight so like I was thinking like, oh, this fight so like badass, it's cool. And then I look at the picture, I'm like, it's just a little girl. I forgot.
Yeah.
Anything else you guys liked in the play?
You definitely have to be the Steve cameos.
Yeah, no, that was
Yeah.
awesome. Like I said, I really liked the progression of Agnes, you know, with her
Yeah.
boyfriend and with her relationship with her sister. As an older brother, I'm the eldest, so it kind of hit me for me. Like, do I really know my brothers now? I gave them a hug right after I read that. You know, I had to got me thinking.
No, yeah, I
Right.
feel that too.
Right.
Mhm.
Hmm, what else?
Well, aside from the whole like D&D kind of concept, did y'all and of course aside from the kind of the older sibling, because I feel with you on that, Christian.
Right.
Aside from those two, was there anything else that we connected to the play? Like aside from that, like something that like you took kind of to heart that you know that kind of has you in it.
The
Hmm.
cheerleaders. I think we've all seen some type of the evil cheerleaders.
Oh
You guys
yeah.
remember?
All
I
the
think we've all
movies.
seen some. Yeah, we've all seen some evil cheerleaders here and there. Some
Mhm.
type of whether you've seen them or had experience. You know,
Yeah.
it was pretty sad.
Yeah, that is true. It is
Hmm.
sad. I guess going into the theme, what did you guys think the theme was for the whole like play? I well, the most like obvious one is like you know the concept of coping with death, and yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
What happened?
Oh no, no,
You
I
just said
was
right.
saying yes. Oh my bad. So
Sorry.
again, no, you're good. You're good. So I guess the most obvious one is like you know the concept of like coping with death, where it's like in the beginning she even said right where it's like this isn't her type of therapy or anything, but in a sense it kind of was. I mean, even in the end,
Right.
you see her kind of coming to the fact that she's understanding her sister towards the end and everything.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
going on with that, it also shows how like sometimes you think you know someone and then you actually realize that you don't, or you don't know someone as much as you think you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Or you don't realize the value of something
Until it's like taken away.
yeah, until it's taken away.
I think the pressure of societal norms can also have a heavy tone here.
That's
Because you know
true.
she
Especially for
spent so. Uh-huh. Go ahead.
oh no, I was just gonna say, especially since it took place in the 90s.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Where it's much more like how do I say this? Close-minded people during around that time, right?
Yeah. It
Yeah.
Yeah.
wasn't as
Yeah.
popular D&D especially.
Especially
But you know, she
Oh,
gave it a shot and it showed at the in the end. She ended up loving it. She kept playing more games with all of
oh,
them.
now that you actually bring that up too, actually to add on to that, how she created that world where it was since like you know that stigma of like uh gender identity and all that sort is basically like universally accepted.
Yeah.
I guess you could say it was well yeah, it was kind of like it was like 19 what? I think the story was like
1995?
19 was it 1995 or 1940? I might be wrong. It was like
1995, I believe.
yeah, I think so.
okay. So I'm guessing in Yeah, 1995. Even then, there was a whole stigma around like um gay people and all that sort, right? And I
Yeah.
think the play kind of tackles that really well because like we see throughout even in the beginning, Tilly is said to have played with everyone, right? They have
Hmm.
played with everyone. Um and everyone loved it. Everyone loves her campaigns and everything. She was well known throughout the whole community.
Yeah, and she
Yeah.
was like level 20, no?
Yeah, level 20 paladin.
Yeah, that's like a really high level.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like the highest level to be for any uh adventure in a D&D campaign.
Yeah, and they said
Really?
it. They get to be whatever they wanted, you know. Any flaw that they felt they
Right.
had, it didn't exist in her campaigns, in the entirety of D&D.
Exactly.
So I guess you could say that's really like how they started, like bringing that whole stigma there too and everything to like the public and everything.
Yeah, and then they even showed that with Lilith. That was like her girlfriend in the campaign.
Mm-hmm.
And but then like in real life, she had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And you could
Yeah.
imagine she had her own struggle there, so that's why she portrayed her character like that. Because she said it
Yeah.
in her world, she got the girl.
And I
Right.
think I think that leads to like I guess another theme, not so much per se, but like it's still there. You definitely can see it, especially there, where it's like you see a theme of like identity crisis as well.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
In
like her
Agnes,
exploring sexuality as well.
Mhm.
in Agnes or Tilly. I mean, I see it in both of them.
Well, I mean, throughout the campaign, right? Like there are multiple people going through that
Oh
sort
yeah,
of,
yeah, definitely, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and
Even
then
the demon.
oh yeah, huh?
Yeah, Orcus.
Yeah, Orcus was mad funny.
Um,
He just wanted to get out of there.
he
For
really did.
real.
You want to
And
go back
watch
to his
Friends.
home. Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I relate to Orcus.
Me too. Because I've watched Friends like 7 times, 7, 10 times.
Right. Man, that's my comfort show.
For real.
Is it?
That's more like how the humor was too, like very sarcastic, like a sitcom.
Uh-huh.
Right.
That's what it reminded me of.
Oh, honestly,
And I
yeah.
think it's very
Um,
fitting because a lot of sitcoms were like made around that time as well.
That's
during the
true.
1990s and everything, yeah, that's where everything was like popular, like Friends and sort of like that.
Yeah.
I know I don't know if it was made in 1990s or anything, but I guess around the earlier period, like early 2000s, we're talking like 2000, 2001.
Yeah.
My family started getting into the Big Bang Show, you know.
Hmm.
Yeah.
That's where kind of like those sitcoms started to kind of like thrive and everything.
I know the other one is Seinfeld around that time.
Was
Mhm.
Seinfeld around that time?
I think or it might have been 80s. I'm not sure.
I
Oh,
couldn't
okay.
tell
I
you
know
exactly
the
either.
I know The Office was made in the early 2000s.
Oh, The Office is goaded.
Yes,
I
I
love The Office.
agree.
I
I've
do
never missed
too.
a single episode.
Yeah.
What else is there to discuss?
Yeah. Is there any
Um,
more discussion points?
so the other discussion points is we could talk about basically what we put for our discussion 12, our themes. We already went over the fact that the themes of the play. But what do you think of like the morals, the ideas, the lessons, the thoughts that came out of the play and everything? Me personally, the biggest one I guess you could say is that basically through the ending, it even tells it at the end where it's like, uh, people live on through memories and stuff, you know.
Yeah. And with that, spend times with the ones you love because you never know when they're not gonna be here.
Yeah.
That's real.
Time is valuable.
Mm-hmm.
I think being open-minded, you know, don't just label something as non-normal and never be open to it because there might be a whole world that you're not open
Right.
to
Yeah.
seeing, and it might be beautiful.
Right, and definitely, I think they made the right choice, portraying it through D&D, especially because D&D, if you're well,
Yeah.
most of us are familiar with it. It's literally a game where anything can happen. Mhm. Anything can happen, and everything is seen as like normal. You could literally be like go, taking it from like a personal thing. I once fought a chair and a broom. Like anything can happen.
Yeah.
And then, what do you guys think the color palette of the play is kind of represented?
Like
For the
Zelda
color
to
palette,
me.
yeah, like forest green for like the forest, and then
Hmm.
like gray skies I pictured. So like mixed with like mixture of like bright colors. I pictured the outfits like bright as well as like mixture with like brown, purple, red, yellow. I don't know why, but I pictured like for the like the elf outfits. I guess because like I when I think of elves, I think of Santa Claus. So I pictured like a light green.
Mm-hmm.
And for Orcus, I pictured him like black with like the horns, right? Like black mixed with like gray. So I think it's like a mixture of both bright colors and dark colors as well. Oh, and for like their actual reality, for it being taking place in the 90s, I pictured like a warm color palette with like a sunny sky. Like there's like more seasons back then. I feel like everything was just more like warm,
And vibrant.
like brown jackets. Yeah, brown jackets, blue jeans,
Mm.
like they were like more colors.
Yeah, I kind of pictured it as like when the majority of the play, right, was like in D&D, in like the D&D world.
Yeah.
I would see the D&D world being like really colorful, like really bright
Right.
sky, blue skies, all that sort, right? And then I could probably picture like outside of D&D, kind of like being a little more of a darker scheme, kind of like
Oh, okay.
blue or gray, kind of to give a sense of like, for example, like what Agnes is going through and everything outside of the game. And then once she's in the game, it's kind of her idea kind of moving on, sort.
Okay, so
Gotcha.
basically like the counterpart of what Luna said.
Exactly. Yeah.
I understand both of what you guys are saying.
Yeah,
I can
That's
see
you
that
guys have
as
good
well
points.
though.
I can see
Yeah.
that.
Mm-hmm. And then I guess the last question that we do have is what is the mood or the tone of the play? What did you guys see it as?
I think
Sarcastic.
yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
I
very
agree.
like satire type of humor, very
Uh-huh.
like very somber at times, I would say.
Mhm. I viewed it more like, well, towards the beginning it was like kind of somber but also fun. Then once you started getting towards near the end and like definitely in the middle, it's more like chaotic. You never know what's gonna happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly how a D&D campaign will go,
Yeah,
if I won't be honest.
it was a roller
Honestly,
coaster.
the play does a really good job of like doing like a I guess quote unquote simulation of what a D&D game would basically look like.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
then they did a good job as well with connecting that to like our own reality and how we reflect our our own struggles, like who we want to be basically.
Right.
All right.
Yeah.
Do y'all have any other points that you want to speak on before we do finish up with our call here? Because it looks like we've already hit all our criterias.
I think we're good to finish off here. We talked mostly what we wanted to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did we make it 20 minutes?
Yep. We actually made it like 30 minutes, so
Oh
we're
wait,
Nice.
should
good.
we go over roles
roles?
here as well? Yeah.
Rows, oh, the rows here on the board. Well, I mean, we already
Oh yeah,
kind of yeah.
just so she
So
could hear it though.
gotcha. So
Yeah.
we kind of had an idea of what we already discussed it prior. So Adelia or Luna, I guess y'all are gonna talk amongst yourselves. You probably have to either you could speak in our group chat or you could probably DM each other.
Oh, I have put in the group chat. And I DM'd Krishna. That's the first person I talked to for the theater. I told him about costume designer.
Yeah, she did tell me she wanted that before we even discussed any of
I
this.
don't think I was in the group chat yet when that happened.
No, yeah, you joined last, like
Yeah.
close toward the end. But yeah, I guess if you guys are getting to drawing, just look at the role and see who would fit it better. That's just what I think.
Yeah.
What
So
other jobs are there? Like which ones are left?
There's dramaturg, there's I think writer, there's director, and one more.
You could always
She's
be an
also
actor. I believe you could be an actor. That's what I'm gonna be.
Okay.
Yeah, I think you could be more. There's like more than one actors, but again, I'm not sure about that.
and
Yeah,
also
it's
lighting and sound.
Lighting and sound. There we go. That was the last one.
Okay. If anything, I'll text the professor if there could be more than one actor. And if we can, I'll be the actor. I'll be one of
Oh,
the actors.
okay.
Okay.
So I
good.
guess for now we'll put Adelia and Luna as like to be discussed, but I guess in the meantime we'll do Luna costume designer and then Adelia question mark actor, but we'll follow through on that on our own time.
Yeah, let
Um,
me ask the
I
professor.
think she did say, I remember looking at the assignment that there can be more than one actor because there's multiple characters you can pick from.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just
I'll-
like text her to double check.
okay. So then
for
I
sure.
think I'll keep it safe right now and I'll just put Adelia and Christian as actors. Luna, you'll be the costume designer. I had already chosen to be the set designer. And then
Okay.
that leaves Damian. Damian, you had chose either the dramaturg or the director, either or.
I could be the director. It's fine.
Okay, so we'll have you set as the director. I'll be set designer. Adelia and Christian are actors, and then Luna, you will be the costume designers. Everything sound good?
Okay.
That sounds
Sounds
good.
good to me,
That sounds
guys.
good.
All right, cool. So I guess with that said, there isn't anything further to discuss. I feel like we could end this meeting for today.
Okay.
Okay.
All right,
right.
good talk, guys.
All right, let
Bye.
me go
Thank
ahead
you.
and end this recording.
This is
for
a good
y'all.
talk.